Welcome back to Art Club. So today we are going to be making cute little buddies. Our snowmen yesterday, right? We made those. So today we're going to be making some buddies for them, and it gets to be your face. How cute is that? So they're going to be fun. That'd be cute to hang up next to each other somewhere around the house through the winter months, right? All right, so what are our first steps? Well, we, as you can probably tell, are going to need both a big and a small plate today. Scissors, glue, some colorful paper, our little pom-poms, all of those things are going to come in handy. And you might even want to, if you have access to a stapler, that can be a little bit handy too, but not necessary. You don't have to have it. So let's get going on creating our snowman buddies for our guys from yesterday. So I've got my 2 plates here, and just like we did last time, we're going to cut out the center of the smaller plate. That's going to be where we'll be able to put our face through then. So once again, if you need an at-home mentor for this part, just be careful that we don't have any fingers behind, because we don't want to poke ourselves. That wouldn't feel very good. So I'm going to kind of put it over here. Today I'm not too worried about if I damage the inner part, because we're not actually going to be using that for anything. We're only using the outer ring of our plate. So I'm going to take and cut that. You guys can take your time. I'm going to go quick for the video so it doesn't take too long here, but if you need to pause or rewind, you guys know you can always do that. Almost all the way around. And there we go. And if I want to clean that up a little bit more, I could do that, yeah. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. So now you can either take a glue stick or your glue bottle, whatever you have handy, and we are going to glue my the snowman head to the body. So I'm just going to put some on the back side of the plate here. I do like this glue stick on camera because you can see right where I'm putting the glue. A little easier than with the glue bottle. And it's purple as it's active, and then as it dries, it turns clear, which is pretty cool. Alright, so now that I've got that there, I'm going to attach it here. And like I said, if you have a stapler, it can come in handy for this part, especially for me. I'm going to be picking this up and putting it down to show you guys on camera. So I'm going to just give it a little extra help staying together by using that stapler, just like that. And I'm going to be putting a scarf there anyway, so I'm not even worried about the fact that I can see those staples. Okay, so once we've got kind of the base for our snowman ready to go, it's time to accessorize. Now you can see how I'm accessorizing mine here, but this is your art project. So if you decide that you want to have a different kind of hat on your snowman, or you want to decorate the scarf, or you want to use actual buttons instead of the pom-poms, this is yours. So go ahead and get creative and personalize it the way you want it to look. But for me, I'm going to grab out a piece of black paper here. And I'm going to kind of measure out how big do I want, how tall do I want this hat to be. I think right around there looks good. Mine's probably about, I'm going to say about 5 inches tall. But once again, you pick for yourself. So I'm just starting off with something like that. And then of course we got to cut out those sides, right? So have a nice thick edge to my hat, and didn't quite get the corner. Oop, there we go. So you can see how that's turning out so far. And I'll do the same thing on this side, cutting it in like that and down until they meet. Looks like I need to go a little further here. There we go. Now we've got our hat for our snowman. We just need to glue that on down. So once again, whether you're using a glue bottle or a glue stick, totally up to you and what you've got available and what your preferences are. I'm going to use the glue bottle for this one. And I'm just going to kind of get that glue any of those surface areas where it would be touching the hat. Oh my goodness, I need a bigger workspace, you guys. The snowman is quite large. Okay, so now just kind of glue that, and you might even want to hold it for a minute or so just to make sure that the glue is sticking in place. But for the video, we'll just be extra careful and try not to move it too much now. Okay, so now that I've got my hat on there, I'm going to glue down some pom-poms. I'm going to grab out 3 red ones and maybe about 6 or so green ones for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And we'll get a nice amount of glue over here. Just like that. I'm going to have some green coming out and some red in the middle. So my glue can be kind of like that shape. And I just take my pom-poms. I'll put the 3 red ones towards the center there. And then my green ones coming out at each of those edges. Like so. You can kind of design it however you want it to look. But I'm just going to kind of go with a traditional, sort of almost like holly, right? It looks like. There. Kind of hard to see the green on the black, but it could look something kind of like that. All right. Next up is our scarf. So I'm going to pick a color that I would like for my scarf. I'm going to reuse some paper that I had cut out of yesterday. So you'll notice I still have this nice long edge right here. So we don't want to use the short edge for the scarf. It's not going to be long enough for the scarf for this guy. So we want to use the long edge of our paper and maybe about 2 or 3 finger widths apart. And go ahead and cut a strip right along the long edge of your piece of paper here. So you should have a nice long strip just like that. Okay? So next then, we're going to take this, instead of folding it right in half like that, we're going to fold it at a bit of an angle. So it's almost like a triangle shape. And don't worry if they're not the same length on each. In fact, I think it looks kind of cute when they don't. And you could even, if you want to, give your scarf a little extra pizzazz. You can cut some triangles out of the edge of them. Now would be a good time too if you want to decorate your scarf. Maybe you want to put some zigzags on it with markers or polka dots or whatever your heart desires. But once you've got your scarf ready to go and decorated it just the way you like, go ahead and put some glue right on that neckline of our snowman. And I'm going to glue that on down, and you might even want to, because right now this is going to flap open, so you might even want to do just a little touch of glue on the inside just to help hold that flap down. And once again, you can hold it for just a minute or so, let that glue form that bond. But you can see it's looking pretty cute. All right, last official step would be putting the buttons down the center of my snowman. I'm going to choose green pom-poms for that, but maybe you want to just color it in with some markers. Maybe you actually have buttons at home that you want to use. Maybe, what else could you use? Anything fun that you've got, you could definitely think to use here. But I'm going to put those 3 dots right down the center, and 1, 2, and 3, and there we go. Now you can do more if you want to add to your snowman. Maybe you go outside and collect some twigs, give them some arms. Maybe you add some boots at the bottom. You could decorate the hat some more. All kinds of fun things. But don't forget, once you are done, to come on in to our Hall of Frame, which is right down at the bottom here, and claim your frame by putting in your name. You guys, these are going to be like the cutest thing ever. And I'm hoping, oh, I already see some. This is great. I'm hoping when you do take your picture, look at how cute this is. Oh my goodness, the little pom-poms all over the hat. I love that. Look at how cute with those faces shining through, right? So go ahead and claim your frame by putting your name right in down there. And then we come up to where it says insert image and choose camera. And don't forget, when you're taking your picture this time, give a good old smile with your face shining on through where that snowman's head is. And I cannot wait to see how these turn out. They're just so cute. We'll see you guys next time.